Wow, 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 wow. Thank you so much to Stuart Zobo and Gabe Hall Rodriguez for a beautiful, beautiful set. I mean, they're coming back, don't worry. But we're going to move into our program. Before we start, though, I want to just update you on my little high-tech chart here. And thanks to Amy, who's helping with the totals here. We're at 7,175 toward our goal of 20,000. Thank you guys so much for all of your support, for believing in our students. We really appreciate it. So, I want to, the introduction for these two. I am so impressed with their creativity, their inspiration to do this, practicing over Zoom. It's just really, just gorgeous. I mean, you'll see what I mean. So let me just go ahead and play the video for you. Let's welcome onto the stage April and Kaylee Myers. Oh my goodness. Wasn't that just amazing? And Kaylee hadn't danced tango prior to this. I mean, she's come to like 1 or 2 classes in person, and they worked on this together. What a beautiful mother-daughter team, and just let's hear it for them. Show them some love. I know you'd all be clapping if you were here in person, if we were all together in person. So show them some love in the comments, because they're on here, and they really deserve it. Just so impressive, and just the teamwork, the love. I really touched by all of watching all of this unfold. I hope you are too. So, speaking of emotions, and we probably had a lot of them this year, all of us. But definitely don't want to go on in our event any further without mentioning some of the students that we have lost in the past year, and we just we will miss them. Some of them were more involved in our program, others just briefly. But we have fond memories of all of them, and we just wanted to make sure to mention them and kind of take a moment to honor them. Thank you, Stuart, for accompanying that video for us. And we send a lot of love out to Irene, Jack's wife, and Kenna's family, and Lizzie's family down in California. They came up to dance here over a year ago now, September 2019. And of course to Joe, Francis, our Joe. We're thinking of you, Joe, and love to Lisa. We just send you lots and lots of love and big hugs. Okay, well, I wanted to say a few words about our year, because it's been a year, and I think the theme that kind of comes to mind as I think about the progression of our year in our TangoStride program is resilience and creativity. And for some reason, it actually reminds me, we started probably like most people, thinking we would just cancel class for a couple of weeks. We've kind of followed the guidance of Valley Medical Center, where we were hosting one of our group classes, and they shut down everything, so we thought we should do the same. And then, of course, everybody shut down. So that was 2 weeks, and then we extended it for another 2 weeks, and so it was a month of not getting together, and we realized we miss each other. Let's at least try to get together somehow. So we decided to do a conference call, and just the progression from, how we've been able to connect with each other over the years, pretty amazing. But it actually reminds me of a quick story. I did some volunteer work in the mountains of Peru, and at an orphanage, just my heart, oh my gosh, what just a wonderful, wonderful experience. But there were 13 of us volunteers living in a home together. Sharing a home where we were all living, and there was one bathroom. And that felt, like maybe a little more sharing than a lot of us were used to. And then there was only cold water. And we were like, oh man, it's cold water, it's kind of freezing, we're in the mountains. So that was, something that, like, wasn't our favorite thing. But then this this part of Ayacucho in the mountains of Peru, this part of Ayacucho actually doesn't get water all the time, and we didn't know that. But there's a reserve tank on top of the house, and so you have to leave that valve open so that it will fill up whenever the water does turn on. Well, somebody was doing some cleaning or something in the house and did not turn on the valve, so then we had no water. So the point of that story is just that when the cold water came back, we were all so grateful for cold water. So this year kind of feels like that. You know, at first we had no classes, nothing. Then we were on the phone and we were trying to like describe what we were doing. I was like, you know, we were just trying to do stretches and stuff, and you know, knowing our students and knowing, you know, what they were able to do in class, we could kind of move beyond that, even some standing. But that's kind of crazy to do over the phone where we can't even see each other. So, and you know, they were describing to me how the movements were going for them. I mean, it was really adapting, and getting creative. But then we realized, actually, Joni suggested that we try to do virtual, you know, like Zoom. We tried WebEx, we tried Zoom. I mean, it's just been a process. And I don't know if any of you can relate to that, but like learning all the technology, you know, adjusting and adapting, and things are changing every week. I'm just really grateful to our students who have, you know, been able to connect. Now we're on Zoom, so we can see each other. So like the no water to cold water, you know, being able to see each other is a lot better than just trying to do these things over the phone. Of course, it's not as good as in person, but at least we can see each other. So I guess everything is relative. And I also want to mention all the caregivers and family members who have worked out the technology and troubleshooted everything and just done so much and learned some tech stuff themselves so that to make this possible for some of our students who need the support in that way as well. And then we're, you know, getting creative as far as also the caregivers getting creative with how to make sure that our students are safe and able to push their boundaries and keep moving. Because of course, as you probably all know, no matter what your physical, you know, shape is or condition or what you're able to do, you've got to keep using your muscles. Otherwise, they start thinking they're not needed. So you'll see later on in our program, you'll see one of our students is even dancing in the bathroom because that's where the handlebars are. And that's where it's safe for him to be able to stand. And, you know, it's just, again, like the cold water to no water and then having cold water, you know, we're just grateful that he's able to be on the video and grateful that he's able to stand. Oh, I was talking with Leah, our VP, earlier this week, and I was like, this is going to happen. I was doing so good and getting teary-eyed. So it's been a big team effort, and we really appreciate it. We've even done a little bit of outdoor with masks classes, and we're going to see, you know, we're always trying to adjust and see how we can make this program more accessible to our students, especially during this kind of crazy time. I also wanted to mention that usually we would have a little army of volunteers, and so many people pitch in to make these events happen every year. And I know that there are many people out there who have reached out and would want to be at a physical event helping. I mean, obviously we'd all want to gather, but would love to help. And so I want to say that we are so grateful, you know, all the students and our board, to all the people that have pitched in whatever ways they could this year, which are, of course, different than usual. And also a big thank you to the many people that have pitched in their helping hands and their time and their skills, their energy to make our four annual events happen up until now as well. I'm just moved by the resilience, the courage, and the beautiful energy too. I mean, April and Kaylee, you know, with Zoom, also Zoom challenges that probably most of us can relate to that too. You know, you'll see in a video later on that sometimes we have things cut off, or, you know, the angles are, you know, the rooms aren't very big, so you can only see like for your legs or your upper body, or sometimes the heads are cut off, or, you know, it's just, it really warms my heart. I feel like we could look at that and say, oh gosh, you know, like it's not exactly perfect. Or you can look at that and say, wow, we are just making it happen, you know, with all the challenges, but we're making it happen. And that just is touching to me. I hope that, well, I know that you guys appreciate that effort, probably from your own experience, just with all the tech stuff and us all having to adapt this year, which is unique. And then also for investing in our students and being here and sharing your time with us this afternoon. Thank you. I am so excited to announce and like introduce our keynote speaker this year. Our keynote speaker is Gus Oldstavi Cushman Kerber, and he is just, his energy is contagious, and he's always finding what makes him happy, and you know, he's just such a joy to watch and to be around, and he brings that energy to the dance floor. And I'm really excited for you all to see the progression. Actually, it was really cool for me too to look back on his videos from when he first started dancing with us in 2017 to this year. And I hope that you'll notice I think you'll notice the difference. I definitely did. I just am so proud of Gus, and thank you for all your great energy, and you know, just Gus is a great example of all of our students that have their unique superpowers. And here is Gus's superpower. Come on, Gus, that's how you get
When I was 19, I think I was a bad brain injury. I was working with my good chef, Ethan Stonewall, downtown Seattle. I was driving home with my Acura Integra, and I fell asleep at like 4 o'clock in the morning. I blindsided on Aurora, and then they flew me to Harborview. I had a 9-month coma, and then after I woke up, I came out of my coma, and I lived in a place like Emerald Hills, a nursing home for 9 months, and I didn't know how to read, write, and how to use the restroom again, where it depends anymore. Like,
you've come a long way.
Yeah, please try not to have a traumatic brain injury. They suck, and I'm happy I'm alive because dying sucks. So I'm not ready for that crap yet.
That's right.
I want to have a life and have a family, I hope too.
And here you are dancing with us.
Yeah, and dancing makes you feel like invigorated, man. Just so good. It's like I'm on top of the world.
I'm Debbie Hendricks. I'm a caregiver for Gus Kerber, and I've been working for Gus for a number of years, and we started doing TangoStride around 3 years ago. And I've noticed during that time that his mobility has increased, like side steps. He'll just arbitrarily do side steps, which he used to not do before. We'll walk down the street and he'll stop and he'll back up and maybe do a twirl. We do other classes like Zumba classes, and he uses his side moves and back steps during that class when he's doing his stand-up parts. And I've just seen him so happy. He loves coming to class. He loves music. Gabriella, and it just makes him so happy. He loves to move. And I think this is a great big benefit for him. Thank you.
dancing makes you feel almost back together. It's like it invigorates myself. Makes me so happy dancing with all my friends, my family. Like always Gabrielle and Debbie too, man. Dancing feels so good. And then else, like, you gotta try to Benji, like, find something that makes you happy, like music or whatever you want. Put the headphones on, just rock out, man. Just do something that makes you happy, and always do that. Make you happy every day. Do that thing. Makes you go on like goals every day. Like, this is what I love, and do it, man. No one can stop you. Do your thing that makes you happy. You will win. Love everybody, and just dance it away, baby. And I'm out.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. I'm so excited to be with you virtually. I'm Terry Benioff, the Secretary and Board Member for Hugs That Empower. Welcome. What a year. Despite all obstacles, the TangoStride students and their fabulous caregivers have remained active and engaged, inspired, and determined. And with a great deal of thought and creativity, Gabriella has found ways to help them stay mobile in 2020. You've just seen the wonderful videos of April and her daughter, and you've heard Super Salsa Gus tell his incredible story of coming back from almost insurmountable obstacles till he's now doing salsa all over the town. He's such an inspiration to others to have the courage to live and thrive and become limitless. We're so very proud of all our students. Because of your generous donations over the past 4 years, this amazing opportunity continues to be available to those who are waiting to dance to walk. You are Hugs That Empower, and we deeply appreciate each donation. So now it's the time to make sure that in 2021, even more students can dance to walk. Let's make it happen. Our goal today is $20,000. We can do it. I'm personally asking each of you to dig deep and give big, because every donation is essential to accomplishing our mission to offer TangoStride to everyone who needs it, and to hopefully do this in person in 2021. For those of you who have supported us through thick and thin, we thank you for being here again this year, virtually. For those of you who are new to Hugs That Empower, a warm welcome to our TangoStride family. Now this year, you can donate simply by going to our website, hugsthatempower.org. That's hugsthatempower.org. If you prefer to donate by mail, there are also instructions on the website. You can do it any way that works for you. And all donations are tax deductible. There's different levels of giving, and we hope you'll be able to give in the higher levels and in no time. So take note, your donation of $2,500 will fund more than 60 TangoStride class passes. After a year of TangoStride classes, one student took his first step solo for the first time in 20 years, and Nancy gained the confidence and balance to leave her wheelchair behind and strut into a picnic with just her cane. It's totally amazing, blows me away. So that's $2,500. How much you can do with that is amazing. Give $2,500 if you can possibly do it. Thank you. The next level would be $1,000. $1,000 provides 25 TangoStride class passes, 25. After just 6 months of intensive classes, Gus took his moves to the dance floor at his cousin's wedding. And other students have gained the courage to try walking without their leg braces, using their rebuilt muscles to support them again. Just incredible. Let's hear it for some $1,000 donations. Get up to that $20,000. Thank you so much. With even $500, you can provide 12 TangoStride class passes. So much help. In just over 3 months, Ryan went from needing 3 people to stabilize and support him to being able to hold his balance for nearly 10 seconds. It's amazing. It makes me tear up when I see Ryan, how much he's improved. It's just beyond belief. Wonderful. So give that 500 if you can. Much obliged. So then if you consider giving $250, understand that that will provide stride class passes. After just a month and a half of lessons, one student danced his way up a ramp into class without his wheelchair. Yeah, it would really be cool if we could all watch every one of these classes. We'd be crying and laughing at the same time. Yeah, there's incredible courage. $100, on the other hand, will provide 2 TangoStride class passes. We could have lots and lots of $100 donations. After just a couple of classes, Joni and her husband Charlie were inspired to boogie on down the road with us at the Greenwood Seafair Parade in 2019. What a wonderful memory. That was a wonderful day. In just one class, we've seen people light up with hope and joy. Life-changing opportunity to 2 or 3 people with your $100 donation. Thank you. No donation is too small, because with $50, you can provide 1 TangoStride class pass. Get somebody started. Get someone inspired. With a $50 donation, 1 student can try our TangoStride small group classes. So let's see a lot of $50 donations. Wonderful opportunities are ahead. Okay, so you're donating at hugsthatempower.org. And again, we thank you for all your generous donations that will ensure that our students can continue to improve their futures by dancing to walk with TangoStride. As you head into the week ahead, think about what you've seen here, because it's okay if you decide you want to give more. We're so proud of our amazing TangoStride students and their caregivers. We thank you once again for believing in them. And we look forward to seeing you in person in 2021 to eat, dance, hug, and share more inspired stories. So enjoy the live music while you make your way over to hugsthatempower.org. Be safe, be healthy, and dance. See you next year.
Well, oh my goodness. Let's hear it one more time for Gus, our keynote speaker. Wow, so inspiring. Every time I watch that video to do the editing, I was just like, felt lighter and brighter. It's just, thank you, Gus. Thank you for sharing your beautiful energy with all of us, inspiring all of us so much. And thank you to Terry, who has been a supporter of ours as a board member and our secretary since the founding of Hugs That Empower in 2016. Thank you all for your support and your donations. We'll get an updated total for you soon. I have one quick announcement, and then we got more music for you. The silent auction has been extended until 3:30, so we're gonna end just after 3:30. Hang in here. We got a few more songs for you, and then another surprise, our big finale from our TangoStride students. Thank you all so much, and let's hit it, Stuart and Gabe. Eso! Woo! That milonga action makes you want to move. And I just want to mention that I know it doesn't look like it, but the space we're in is open on two sides, so we can have airflow. We're trying to be safe, masks and all that. And it's cold. And our musicians love us so much that they're willing to play a couple more songs for us in this cold. Also, we want to shout out or mention Amadeo. Thank you so much. He made snacks for us. Actually,
They're so good.
I don't even want to call them snacks. They're like
so
these
good.
gorgeous little hors d'oeuvres. They're so good, right?
Yeah.
And he dropped them off today before the event. So we appreciate you, Amadeo, so much.
Absolutely.
All right, we're going to do a couple more songs. Silent auction is closing at 3:30, and then we've got our big finale for you. beautiful. So beautiful. Oh my gosh. Ah, feels like a serenade for the soul. I just want to let you guys know that silent auction closes probably by the time you hear this because there's a delay about 1 minute. So go on over to hugsetempower.org and click right under the banner silent auction and get your final bids in. Hurry, quick. Make sure you're not outbid on your favorite item. Thank you all so much. I do have an updated total for you on my fancy chart. We're at $7,857 toward our goal of $20,000, and we know that some folks might be making donations, mailing them in, or on PayPal that might, maybe after the event. So we'll keep tallying after the event. Speaking of fundraising, I want to say that Lisa Price, Joe's wife, got us started with a fundraiser for her birthday and in honor of Joe right after he passed away in September, and got us off to a really great start in our fundraising in honor of Joe and in his memory. And we're just so touched by that. Thank you so much, Lisa. Thank you to everybody that's supporting. We've got our last song by our musicians and then our finale. So I don't want to confuse you. Don't go anywhere. But this is the last song, and if we were all in person, I would say we need everybody on the dance floor. of music. Oh, I can't thank our musicians enough. Stuart Zobel and Gabe Hall Rodriguez. I imagine that they're, really playing with love because I'm having trouble typing comments because my fingers are cold. So we love you guys so much, all of y'all. Also, speaking of Stuart Zobel, the maestro has his guitar lessons in a bidding war, and I don't know what our VP Leah is doing. She's just taking over the silent auction. She's extending it. She's sharing it. I don't know. We're 92% toward our goal for the silent auction. And yes, we are at $8,796 toward our goal of $20,000. That's all of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Okay, our big finale. And we're going to do this in a little different order than we were planning. I think it'll work. But we're gonna do it a little different order. So let's do our big group hug and then our big finale. And if you guys want to know the technical part of things, I can tell you later. It's a long story, but we're doing so good. So we're gonna just keep going with our plan. Let's everybody do a big group hug. If you've been to our soiree the last couple of years, last few years, we've done a hug that extends, hugs the whole room. It just fills the room, and it's beautiful to see. That with those blue tablecloths in the middle, just imagine that. As you give everybody that's listening today a big, giant group hug. Thank you so much to everybody that helped put this on, because even virtually, it took a lot of work. Thank you to Terry, to Leah, to Mel, who volunteered to get some silent auction items for us, my Aunt Sabrina. Thank you to all the people that donated for the silent auction. Who am I forgetting? Oh, Amadeo for the snacks. Heather and Stuart for hosting here. Stuart for rescuing me from, a little freak out yesterday and helping make this possible. Nancy for the banners back here behind us. So much love. So much good energy. And of course, April and Kaylee for the beautiful performance. Gus and Debbie. Thank you, Debbie, for always helping Gus out. And Gus, you rock. We love you. We got one thing from somebody you guys might recognize.
See you next year. Same bad time, same bad channel.
Thank you, son.
Woo! Thank you, son.
See you next year. Same bad time, same bad channel.
For the people out there that don't know the Cupid Shuffle, can you tell them the pattern really quick?
Yeah.
How does it go?
So I go to the right, to the right, to the right, then to the left, to the left, the left, the left. Now kick, kick and kick. Now walk it by yourself. By yourself with a Cupid Shuffle. A Cupid Shuffle.
January 2nd, 2007.
Okay, Cupid Shuffle. We want everybody to sing with us. You heard Gus. Let's do it.
King of swing out, baby. 2007.
Down, down, do your dance, do the Cupid dance. Down, down, do your dance, do your dance. Down, down, do your dance, we got a brand new dance. Down, do your dance, do your dance. Down, down, do your dance. We got a brand new dance. They say I'm a rapper, and I say no. Say what you doing, trying to do, somebody go. I just let the music come from my soul, so all of my people can stay on the floor. They got a brand new dance, you gotta move your muscle. Brand new dance, it's called a Cupid Shuffle. It don't matter if you're young or you're old. Here we go, we gon' show you how it goes. To the right, to the right, to the right, to the right. Walk it by yourself. Now walk it by yourself. Down, down, let me see you do the Cupid. yourself. Now walk it by yourself. Now you see what I'm talking about. I represent for the dirty South, where we're known for swinging out. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. Down, down, show you that. Hey, down, down, show you that. Let me see you do the Cupid shuffle, the Cupid shuffle, the Cupid shuffle, the Cupid shuffle. Down, down, show you that. Down, down, show you that. Yeah. Down, down, show you that. Down, down, yeah. Here we go. The right, the right, the right, the right, the left, the left, the left, the left, the left. Now kick, now come on, baby, kick. Now walk it by yourself, walk it by yourself. To the right, to the right, to the right, the right, the right, the left, to the left, to the left, the left, the left. Now kick, now kick, now kick, now kick, now walk it by yourself, walk it by yourself. Here we go. And do the Cupid shuffle. Now let me see you do the Cupid shuffle. Now let me see you do the. It's your boy Cupid, C-U-P, the out of D. Mr. Fat on the track, got another hit. Here we go. Hey. Down, down, show you that, do you that. Come on. Down, down, show you that, do you that. Let me see you. Down, down, show you that, do you that. Do you that. Down, down, show you that, hey. Down, down, show you that. We got a brand new day. Kick a swing out, baby. We got a brand new sound. Mr. Fat on the track. We got a brand new feel. We got a brand new style, y'all. You better watch out 'cause we coming. So get ready for the brand new style. You better watch out 'cause we coming. We got another one, Mr. Fat. You